What's up, everybody? It is your sis and your friend Crystal Whitaker right here on the Morning Jam podcast, where we talk about any and everything personal, old snaps and claps. It's a dang good day to talk about a few things. So let's get into it. Thank you. What's up, everybody? It is your sis and your friend Crystal Whitaker right here on the Morning Jam podcast. I am honored and excited to introduce my super guest on today, y'all. Guys, this is major. This is big. This is awesome. This is out of this world for me. On the Morning Jam podcast, the one and only Jessica Reedy. What's up, sis?
How you doing?
Oh my God, Jess, I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I have I'm in mommy mode. I just picked kids up from school and fed them, and so I look like a mom. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Talking to you.
Listen, anytime you wear a Nike and it says just do it, that's mommy mode. I love it. Oh no, we lost you. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm just excited and I am so honored. I'm going to jump right in because everybody know who Jessica Reedy is. Like listen, BET Sunday's Best, second runner-up, season number 2, 2009. Oh my gosh, I voted for you, sis. I was like, repeat.
Yes. So much. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so honored. So let's just jump right into it. Let's get into it. And I want to talk about right now your single that has dropped. I'm excited. Like when I listened to it like 3 times on the way over here to the studio, I will. Let's get into that. Where did I will come from?
Well, it's I try to be as detailed as possible.
Yeah.
So anybody that listens can either relate or just hear someone else's journey. I try to eliminate all of the, but what did she do when people talked about her? Or what did people, that song is a collection of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And those emotions turn into obstacles in my way.
Yeah.
Simple obstacles, because truly no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It can't prosper at all, but they were mental obstacles that I couldn't overcome. When someone is talking and they're negative, you hear that negative.
Absolutely.
When you look around and you feel you deserve something, but you're not getting that, it's an obstacle. When you start to, I have 3 sons. I don't know how other women are with their sons, but I'm very hands-on with my boys. Yeah. And they are true boys. So they love me. They suck up every amount of space I possibly could manage. They leave me no room for myself. Ever.
I know how to feel. I have one boy and he's 18 in college, and I'm like, Lord, it's so stressful at times, but I know the feeling. I know the love that us mothers have for our son. And like you said, that I Will song is so emotional. It's so, you put so much feeling and so much emotional, even in the song Better. I think it's kind of like the same feel. But when even in the video of that, your expressions on your face, you let people feel the words that you're saying, the words that the anointing that is upon you, that's on your life. I have cried on the way over here off of I Will. That song is so amazing.
Oh, God. That makes me happy.
Yes. And I feel like sometimes when people are going through things and the hurt that they feel, they're reaching out for help. And they want that help. They want someone to like, okay, I got your back. I'm here. We're going to walk this thing together. I have a friend that's going through a lot of stuff right now. And I call and I text, and I just really want her to feel that love, because that's what people are really reaching for, to say, hey, I'm willing. And that's what your song is really portraying. Like, God is willing to heal that hurt and to heal the pain. And is that what you're really trying to portray in that song, and get people to know, like, hey, even though in the hurt and the pain, God is still, that deep voice is trying to reach out?
Actually, that's 1000% what it is. It's every time that you're getting up, there's a pushing force that if you were to ever mute all of those voices and every demonic attack on you, you would hear God very clearly giving you daily instructions. Every single day, the Holy Spirit is guiding us. Every single day, the Holy Spirit is vocalizing step-by-step things. But we'll have so much going on in our ears and our mind that we can't hear anything. And then we'll be begging God for answers.
Yes.
Begging God to speak. And he's like, I am.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't quieted yourself to sit down and eat with me.
Yeah.
I'm knocking at your heart. And is my personal testimony of the days where my sons are sleeping and I look on them and tears are running in my eyes. And I go and sit down and say, I don't know how I'm doing this. This is quite remarkable, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
You'll have so much more to do. I got to do this and I got to do that. And this person needs me, that person, and I got to call. I'll feel my spirit start to sink.
Yeah.
Energy, and my mind to start wondering about how I even got here and who hurt me. All it takes is for me to be tired just a little bit. And then I go into who hurt me. And then I go to this whole spiel. And then I've learned to breathe.
Yeah.
And I hear God say, why are you thinking that? Think on those things which are pure, of good report. Why are you taking your mind there? And it's him, you know what I mean? So that is I will. That is what I will is.
You know, for me, Jess, if you don't mind me calling you Jess, for me, it's just like, for me, I haven't really learned how to breathe in that hurt, in that pain. I haven't really learned how to, breathe in the midst of my hurt and breathe in the midst of even the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis, like you said, like thinking of your children and really oh God, I really need to just continue to pray. Because I remember as a little girl, as my parents would pray in the middle of the night and come in and anoint our heads while we're asleep. And it was just an amazing feeling. And I remember before I moved to Atlanta, I stayed with my parents for 2 months, and my mom did the same thing. She came in and anointed my head even before I came here while I was sleeping. I can remember it brought back that feeling, that love and that covering, that even what God used my mom to just use that vessel to continue to cover over me as her child. And for you, sis, it's an everyday thing. And I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you because, one, you are one of the sisters that are out here that has been not on the streets, as you can say, that's named, that haven't been rolling in the books or rolling on TV and rolling on in the magazine. That's bad. You are out here setting a great example for even individuals like myself. I can look at you and be like, God, I thank you for so many positive queens out here that's boss and that's moving out here in so many great ways. So has there ever been a time where someone has really walked up to you and said, Jessica, I just thank you for the level that you on, and it really motivates me to continue to be me?
Can I tell you, my oldest son, Justin, randomly will say, Mama, wow, I love you. And I always say that the same response, why you love your mama? He said, Mama, I've never met someone with your faith, with your walk, the way that you are privately, the way that you pray, the way that you talk. It's I've never seen it before. And you're just a very strong woman. It can make me cry. The way my son, the way my children view me is so important, because I know that they'll find a me in a woman. And it's important that I become the daughter-in-law I want to meet. I got to make sure exactly. that I'm on standard so that my daughter-in-law ain't crazy and I try to put her away from the house.
Right. But it's amazing that it started right there in your home. That's amazing. Yeah. With your son. That's absolutely great.
But I have to be honest, that's the only voice other than God that I want to hear. The Bible instructed Jeremiah, don't be afraid of their faces. When God was telling Jonah to go and do what he told him to do, giving him commands, it was because he said, don't listen to what they're saying. Do what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And if I get hung up on the compliments of somebody else exhorting me, then I'll also be hung up on why they're not still exhorting me.
That is so powerful. That is so powerful,
Like,
because a lot of women now, we hang up, we get that hang up. Oh, I need a compliment. I need that acknowledgement. But for us, I need it just from God. I need that answer. I need that. Yeah.
And my children, if I'm looking for instant gratification, those type of words do it for me. That this isn't in vain. My son is watching, because I don't stop and say, "Did you see that good thing I did, son? Look at me. I'm praying." You know, and I don't do it abruptly. I'll do it early in the morning. I'll do it in the middle of the day when I know that they're occupied. And to see that he's been catching me, that, that he's been waking up and seeing it, to know that that is a thought in his mind that he can place in the pure category when God says, think on good things that are pure, of good report. He can remember my mom praying. It's that. I don't get hung up on the opinions of people. These are human beings, regular human beings. They're just humans,
Absolutely, yes.
And unless you God, I'm not impressed. Unless you are God, I'm not impressed. You're a human being. Anything you can do, I can do.
Yeah.
There is absolutely nothing you can do I cannot do. And whatever it is that you do, I can ask God for the ability to do it. Because in all things, if I depend on him, he'll give me everything.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Justin, my oldest son. Oh, but now my younger boys, they do it. Oh, the one he's sleeping now. But my 5-year-old, the other day, oh God, it made me so happy. The other day, my 5-year-old, he said, "Mama, my heart is beating so fast." I said, "Why?" I said, "You okay?" He said, "I just love you so much.
Oh,
I want to hug you and kiss you." He said, "Can I marry you?" I said,
oh, that's hard.
I said, "You want to marry me?" I said, "No, you can't marry mommy." I said, "Because you're going to have a wife." He said, "No." I said, "Maybe one day mommy get married." He said, "No, because we'll all beat him up, but you can't marry him because you're going to marry all three of us." And this is a 5-year-old. Yeah. So it's like, I know that they have a good image of their mother in their heart.
Yes, that's so awesome.
It makes me happy.
I know it. I know it. I tend to think all the time of my son and how he thinks of his mom, because I sheltered him so much from different things because things happened to me in the past. So I just had to shelter him. And I was like, Lord, please, I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And that's what I did. So now he's doing his thing. He's in college and, being the young man that he is. But I wanted to go back to your song, I Will, because there was a verse in there that you said, voice deep inside, telling me I can. Too many opinions, call me crazy, can figure me out. They are wrong, feel weak, because I'm kind of like mixing this up, but I know sometimes it's strong inside of me, special inside. So in that, those are different verses in that part that reach out to me. Like God is he's that special one that's inside, that's telling us we can make it, that we can survive and we can do better. They are wrong, I feel weak. So tell me, in those few lines, I know there was multiple that I just said and it kind of mixed it up, but those were so powerful and that reach out in your song. Can you explain how those words came about and what you wanted the audience to feel in that?
It just was the truth. That's all. I don't have no image to put up for you all. And I definitely don't want to get caught behind one. It's prison. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
I'm weak, but I know I'm strong in God. Their words, they hurt me. They because I don't do things the way that they believe it should be done according to how they view me. They say I'm crazy or something's wrong, or they use different words to define what they don't understand. You
Yeah.
just underrated. Well, who's rating me? I'm on my path. I'm on my path. I'll see you at the finish line. Now let's see who made it.
Right.
If
Yeah.
given to the swift or the strong, but the one that endures to the end, that means a lot of you all won't be there at the finish line
That's
because you're
true.
trying to be rated by those who are also in the race. We're all in a race. We're all on the journey, individually and collectively. And sometimes our paths collide enough to sharpen each other, challenge each other, hurt each other, press each other, become the resistance that make us stronger. And at the end of the day, these words are just the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bound by trying to be something that God didn't say I had to be. I want to really be what he wants me to be. And that takes being authentic. That
Right.
takes being myself. I don't look to what a singer is and say, that's it. I'm going to be like her. I'm going to be like Jessica. This is how Jessica is. On a Thursday at 6 o'clock, Jessica looks like this. I'm so sorry. It's not as polished as I want to be. I'm a mom too.
You're beautiful, beautiful, sis.
And learning to be in your truths. It takes that extra weight off your chest that nobody feels but you.
Right.
To pretend to be and hurrying up to do and yeah, I'm ready. That's too much. I'm too old. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I'm not gonna follow these young people that's doing this stuff. These children they're poor in spirit. So why would I follow the poor? I have sight to see. I see what money isn't doing for you. You're poor.
Wow.
I'm not gonna make you of what polish look like. Polish look like somebody that deals with the inside without fear. And allows God to go into the crevices of the embarrassment, of the guilt, of the ugly, the nasty, the hurt, the pain, and be willing to open my hand and let that stuff go and never grab it again as a crutch to lean on because I don't know this unventured land. We have such a fear of new land that we would rather continue to rehearse past pains from the past land. We've moved past that now. These things are old. I know you mentioned the pain of your past. So Satan has something to go to trial against you on. Because you keep giving him evidence for the trial. He's going to court on us.
Yeah.
And he has evidence that you won't let it go. See?
That's powerful. Yeah. Yeah.
He won't let it go. So what can I do to her? Can I go talk to her some more? Yep. And a lot of times God will allow Satan and his minions to talk and talk and talk until we can't take it no more. Because God knows it'll be for our good. Satan thinks it's going to kill us. But God is saying, no, she needs a little bit more pressure because after a while she's going to burst and she's going to call my name out. And then I'll come and I'll wipe it clean. But we'll pick it right back up.
Right.
No, I'm not afraid finally to be myself, to love myself, to understand I'm just here for a little while.
Yeah.
And I have assignments. I'll do the best I can and I'm going to check them off as they come and not hold on to any moment longer than I'm supposed to. Painful or not, it was a moment.
Wow.
Next year, a million more moments are going to happen. That's going to be like, I can't even think about that because this just happened. So, yeah, that's all.
So I want to ask you, so like, what would you say to 2009 Jessica Reedy that the now Jessica Reedy will say to the 2009? What would you say to her?
Okay, that's a great question. I would tell her so many things, but this is what I would say. I would say, Look, Jessica, we stayed the same. We didn't lose our heart. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid that they're going to change you. They didn't.
Mm.
You were strong and you kept going. I'm so proud of you. You don't know this, girl, but we did it, girl. They was trying to, they really wanted us to change, but you held strong. I'm so proud of you. Way to go. Then I would tell her, hey, lighten up. These are just moments. It's just moments. It'll pass. Lighten up, Jessica. I know you want to impress them. They're just humans. If you don't stop now, God is going to stop you. It's going to be painful.
Wow.
But you'll just end up like me. And we end up good. But if we cannot go this route, come on. Like, we don't need the extra pay.
I love it. I love it, Jess, because, you know, for me, I would definitely say definitely to myself, because don't change. Because I felt myself changing for so many people, and I got stuck and then I got lost. And I feel like a lot of women, they change for different things, and for people and for situations and for, you know, for love and for all of that. And they change, and then they tend to lose who they are as a person. And I felt like at one point in time, I did lose myself. And with you speaking on what you have said tonight, have just really touched my heart. It has really placed me in a place where, okay, Crystal, you need to look at yourself a little bit different, relax. And it's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to move forward. It's okay to not always have on, because I'm a makeup artist as well. It's okay to just walk out the house without makeup on. It's okay to have a full face makeup on. It's okay to look cute sometimes. And it's okay to wear that Nike outfit. You know, it's okay to relax. And just don't worry about what people say, because I have stopped so many times doing what I wanted to do and what I love to do, wondering what people were going to say about me, what they were going to do, or how they're going to feel. And I was like, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, you don't. Let me tell you something. You know how they say there's so many ideas in the grave and all this stuff. This is true. There's so many unread pages. You are a book.
Yeah.
Your pages are already written. Why are you afraid to read on? Read on. Keep going. Read another line. Go to the next chapter. Your book is done, though. You're not writing something. You're not becoming something. You are. So keep reading. You want to stop your book, read somebody else's book, and say my book ain't reading like their book is reading. Yeah. I need to try to change my book. Your book is written in stone. Ain't no altering this book.
That's good.
That's done. So just live the life according to God. Follow the Holy Spirit so you can have rest. You're going to finish. But are you going to finish with peace, or will you finish exhausted, looking old and tired and just ready to die?
Yeah.
You just been existing, ready for your expiration date. Nah, go ahead. Enter his rest. Shoot, I can't figure that part out. This is what I be doing now. I'll be like, I don't know. You know, somebody asks you a question. Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know. And that's it. You coming? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Jessica, you gonna I don't know. What I can do, I can. What I cannot do, I cannot. I do not allow other people anymore to put their expectation on me, because they don't like how it feels.
Right.
I'm not gonna let you put your foot on my chest and then tell me to breathe. Nah, it's okay. Give me your request. If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, hey, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That's amazing. I love what you just said. I'm not going to let you put your foot on my chest and then you tell me to breathe. Like, for real, like, you know what you're doing to me. You know, you're trying to take something away from me. You know, you're trying to hold me back from something because you're afraid of my glory, what God has got for me, the gift that God, I always say that those goals and that gift and that talent that God has placed in all of us, we should allow our light to shine. Don't allow people to come in and dim it, crack it, you know, because God is the only one that can take it away. But we just allow people to take the shine away, to like dim it and make us feel bad and make us not feel like we're worth what God has called us to be worth and our value. Yeah.
Absolutely. And beyond that, you know, they be like, or everybody always says, you know, person is trying to come and stop me, stop what I'm doing. Sometimes it's necessary delays. The pain is the vessel that's being used is a familiar face. It's somebody that you wouldn't expect to do or say. Right. Well, can I tell you that it's very hard for anybody to talk to me and critique me or tell me to do something.
Why is that?
If they don't have season on them. You have, because I've been through so much.
Right.
So when someone has been seasoned, they have multiple goggles they put on.
Oh, yeah.
They have a depth of understanding and comprehension of everybody's experiences that makes them very slow to judge, very, very quick to listen, and slow to speak. When you are unseasoned, you're very quick to talk without understanding. You're very quick to say what the eye see, but you spend no time looking. So it's like, it's hard to reach the people you are desiring and say, take away the pain.
Right.
Pain is the seasoning. And if you want to reach nations and God's greats, because God has his greats working. You want to reach the ones that are on the ground doing work, you need to accept the pain, because we know what pain sounds like.
Absolutely, yeah.
Through a smile, through a laugh, we can hear, I'll listen to you. And it can be, it don't matter age, you can hear it. The same way as your son was getting older, you could hear a newborn baby cry and decipher that from a 1-year-old cry.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
The sound is different. It's still a cry, but the maturity, you can tell, oh no, that's an older kid crying. Oh, that's a newborn. Where the newborn at? Oh my gosh. You can hear it. It's the same with someone who hasn't been through a lot, talking a lot. In my mind, again, I'm not rude, but I just be listening. I'll look at you. You think I'm listening, but it just went into my pocket with a hole in it. I didn't keep much of that. I know that you don't know what you're saying.
Like, yeah. I hear you.
I got
That's amazing. I love it. I love the wisdom that you have and the knowledge that you have at such a young age. You say you've been through a lot, but you don't look like what you've been through. Like, seriously.
Oh God, thank you so much.
Like you're such an amazing woman that I have like followed for so many years. As growing up in the Christian and the gospel industry and all that as well, I'm like, this girl do not know the power that she holds. Maybe she does, but she don't know how broad it is. And maybe you do, because I just feel it. Yeah.
I don't know how far it's reaching, but the time I spend with God, the way that we talk, the way that he's told me so much about me. And I finally, it's been so long, girl, it's taken me so long. I finally have understood the delays. He said, be patient. There has to be problems for you. I've made you a solution. So where you going if there's no issue, if there's no problems? Let me set the stage for this thing. Let me set the stage. And while I'm setting the stage, you got to be seasoned, Jessica, because you're going to have a lot to say. And the vibration from your tone, those with pain will say, she talking to me.
That's how I felt when I was listening to your song. I will. I felt like she's talking to me, like for real.
Glory to God. That's all
And
God.
like I said, I was like crying coming over here to the studio listening to I Will. You guys, if you guys have not heard I Will by Jessica Reedy, you better go out there, get it, support her. Like it's the bomb and plus. The bomb plus. So I just want you to let God continue to use you. Allow him to move through you I don't even have to say anything because you know, sis, because I feel like he's already using you to do what he's put you on earth to do. And that's to bless women and that's to bless everyone, not just women, but you definitely bless me. And just continue to be amazing, the amazing Jessica Reedy. That's what I'm gonna call you, the amazing Jessica Reedy.
Thank you. You're so kind. And I want to say something to you.
Yes.
Relax. That's too painful to uphold this position. Be yourself. You're beautiful. You're very articulate. You do very well. You're charismatic. You have the personality, the likability, the tone of voice, the seasoning. But if you don't let go, you can't be used.
Right.
You'll bleak out on people. You'll speak bitterly. You have to learn the art of silence and pain. Take it without complaint so that you can feel it and study it. So that when someone is in pain and they're fully made up, body banging, you can see them because you studied your scars so well that you can recognize them on anybody. Now God can call you to masses of people. Masses of people. The amount of power God will release once you fully forgive these people and let them go, the amount of peace that is waiting on you, the amount of blessings and abundance that's held up like a dam because of the unforgiveness you have in your heart. If you would just go ahead and just literally let it go, it'll flow. I mean, and you will stop having those thoughts of I should be further.
Yeah.
It will stop immediately because it'll all start to happen for you. You've built up enough good in your river, but the unforgiveness is the dam that holds it back. Just go ahead and forgive. You have to, especially because you're gonna get wounded some more. You collecting. You gotta stop being a collector. Put it in the hole with a hole, the pocket with a hole in it. Take the lesson, put the rest in the pocket with a hole in it. Let that just fall. Don't keep it. No.
Absolutely,
No.
yeah.
But yeah, you're beautiful. Thank you for this interview.
Listen, it's been amazing, Jessica. The one and only Jessica, the amazing Jessica Reedy, right here on the Morning Jam podcast, which is Sissy and friend Crystal Whitaker. I want you to let them know where they can reach you, where they can get you on an interview, where they can listen to your song. I will let the people know.
I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and it's at Jessica Reedy Music, or I don't know. It's Jessica Reedy. You can go to my website, jessicareedyworldwide.com, and all the rest of the stuff is there. Social media is so easy to use. You can just you find me. I'm there.
Yes, I want to really just thank you for what you just said too, because I feel like I have been holding on to different things and allowing it to spill out on other people, especially the ones that I love dearly. And I don't want that to spill out on people. I don't want it to spill out on the one that I love and hurt and to push them away and to so I just want to say, because I know that I'm a real person. I'm a person that love. I'm a person that is always genuine and always happy, and I love to laugh and have a great time. But I want to say, and I feel a need to say this to the one person that I truly love and just really, even with my son, I'm sorry. You know, you can say you sorry and you can like really mean it, but I mean it from my heart. I really do. I want to say I'm sorry that I brought the pain along with me from Arkansas to Atlanta and spilled out onto them. And the forgiveness that I want, it don't even have to be for me. It can be for them. But I want them to know that it's truly a blessing. Like it's a blessing and honor because the person that has shown so much love and support for me have showed me so much love and so much support and have blessed me and have kept me up when I felt like I was heavy and when I was stressed and didn't really express how I felt and really didn't know how to even tell them how I felt, you know, like I was hurting it at one point and I wanted to cry and I was crying and I didn't know how to let that go, but I want to tell them I'm so sorry. And apologies are always apologies, but actions speak louder than words. And I'm willing to put that action into play. I say it, but I mean it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Beautiful. And go a little further. So you call everybody individually.
Mm-hmm.
You can see them face to face. You do that.
Yeah.
And then here's the deal. This is a moment where there's clarity. The lights are on.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the amount of attacks that you've encountered, the lights go back off quickly and they flicker.
Yeah.
You have to get control of that. All of that is doable. You got to get control of the flickering light where Satan is on the wall, literally doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because when you understand your posture and you understand that none of those things that happen to you happen to you.
Yeah.
It happened to the messenger of Christ for other people. Your soul and your spirit accepted this assignment here.
Yeah.
So this vessel has to be used to help people. Do you know how many molested, heartbroken, homeless, domestically abused women and men don't know how to escape to go to a different city? They scared to go to the store that's 10 minutes up the street because it's out of their block. And you, being this bold spirit, this bold personality, can say, this is how you do it. Because this is how I did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why it happened to you. In the way that it happened to you. And that's why you were able to escape the way you were able to escape. Because you could be the one stuck in the loop, waiting on a shepherd to save you.
Mm-hmm.
So if God has positioned you as a shepherd, then there is no personal attack. This was all training. If I'm not one of the sheep, oh, I escaped. Okay, oh, that was training then. I'm supposed to Harriet Tubman this thing. I was in it to learn it, to now help others escape it. Accept your role and thank them. The Bible says to bless those that curse you. Pray for those who despitefully misuse you. Take no vengeance because vengeance belongs to him. Take no ill heart towards these people. Love all. And all you do, love. Love your enemy as you love yourself. If your enemy asks you to go 1 mile, go 2. Not your friend. Your enemy. If he asks for your coat, give him your cloak too. They're not your friend. Your enemy. How much reward do you get for loving someone who's easy to love? No, the reward comes when you love someone who hates you.
Yeah.
So it's beyond this emotion. These are emotions. You're for lack of a better term, you're vibrating too low. You're all in feelings. Everybody has a remote control to you. Somebody can look at you wrong and control you, cut you off and control you. Say the wrong thing, control you. Everybody has a remote control of you. You have no control. You're out of control. Self-control is a fruit of the spirit, but it's also a muscle that has to be strengthened by taking back the control, learning to swallow it, learning to breathe, learning to ask God for understanding, and what you don't understand, not leaning to what you think it is.
Wow. Yeah. You are
You've
so
zoomed in. You're zoomed all the way in. All you getting is nose. There's a whole face.
Yeah.
Like, you zoom all the
I
way into the
love
picture.
it.
And
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
it's hard for you to rightfully say what is and what isn't. That's why God says, trust not in your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me. I will
Right. Yeah.
direct your path. I'll make your path straight. It's beyond apology. The change is in your vibration. The change is in your being. So a man thinketh, so is he. Poverty is a mindset first. You will attract every level that you mature to. You stay immature, you're going to keep getting the calamities. Ant bites are going to feel like bumblebee bites, and then bumblebee bites going to feel like shark bites. The smaller you keep trying to go. But when you become a giant, you don't feel ant bites.
Yeah. Yeah.
You smack your leg and you keep pushing. It don't nag you as much. You don't pay attention to it. You have too much to do. You have too much to clear out. And if no one's calling you, if no one's booking you, if you feel like no opportunity is happening for you, that is when you're supposed to quiet yourself and do some real work. There's something in the inside that's dirty. Clean that up. Who do you want to come visit you when you're not clean?
Right.
You got all this unforgiveness clogging you. Why you want guests to come over to your dirty house? Nah, clean up. Ain't nobody came over yet? Okay, clean up. Nobody's calling yet? That's because your place ain't clean. Clean up. There's too much work to be done for you not to be used. So if you're not being used, it's because some blocking the way, some dirty. Maybe you got roaches. Go on get the pesticide and whatever you need. Go, you know, it's way deeper than human to human. You're wrestling with principle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop being so human that you forget that you die and your real person show up. This is just a shell you're occupying. Your real person exists, and that real spirit, that soul you have, needs to be tended to. Not your flesh. You make up real pretty. You're very beautiful.
Thank you.
But if your soul is ugly,
right, yeah,
nourished, it's dehydrated, it's starved. It's like
it's starving.
Yeah, and everything will fall in line. Everything. Make right every wrong that you can. Every single wrong. Ask God to bring them all to your remembrance. He'll bring you names while you eating. You'll be washing the dishes. Somebody will pop up. This is my last story. My son's grandfather died, and he was the father for my son. He took the role of a father for him, and he died suddenly. And I couldn't take it. And I went up to the mortuary because I just needed to see him. I couldn't bear it. This was last year. I couldn't bear it. And I said, please let me just see him. And I had no rights. I'm not in the family. I'm the mother of the son's child. But I love this man so much. He treated me like a daughter. And it offended his wife. Because I was out of order. My heart was in the right place. Sunday, coming for church, I said, Justin, call your grandmother for me. God, I'm driving, and her face showed up in front of me. I said, call you. I said, please forgive me. I was out of order. I said, my heart was so broken. I just needed to make sure they were saying the right man was dead, because I couldn't believe. She said, all is forgiven, Jessica. We were all discombobulated.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that was an offense out there with my name on it. And regardless of how right it was in my heart, that God, I ain't mean no harm. I was distraught. That's what distraught people do. They do a radical thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's an offense with your name on it. Fix it, Jessica. And I did it quickly. As soon as she showed up, I waste no time. I don't care who you are. If I've offended you, I'm sorry. I'm calling you. If I got your number, I'm gonna call. So do that. Whoever it is, call them. Be like, hey, do go tell them sorry. Didn't mean to cuss you out that time. I was on my cycle. Sorry about that.
Right. I love it. I so appreciate you for all of your knowledge and wisdom that you poured out on me tonight. It's been a blessing. Definitely been a blessing. And I thank you for all of it. You again, right here on the Morning Jam podcast, with your sis and your friend Crystal Whitaker, with the amazing Jessica Reedy. We thank you and we appreciate you. I cannot wait to this drop. I will be tagging the one and only Mr. Doug so he can allow you, get it to you as well. If you don't mind, sis, go follow me on Facebook and IG, Crystal Whitaker. I would love it. I would love it. I already follow you, so.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love you. You have an amazing night and enjoy your babies.
Thank you. I will. Good night.
Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this podcast, tune in each week on thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share with your friends and family. Until next time, peace.